Hello and welcome. Congratulations and thanks for joining the Lifestyle Business Coaching webinar. You seem to be very serious and committed in terms of actually wanting a change in yourself and your business. What we're going to talk today is in terms of how to shift your mindset and perspective on your business, which actually allows a very powerful breakthroughs and unleash your potential and take your business to the next level. We are going to also talk about why business coaches are taken up by the 30% of top executives who help them in a big way in terms of achieving a specific business task, create unique vision, create goals, make sure that they are on track in terms of helping them achieving their vision finally. So, who's this for? This is for entrepreneurs, consultants, trainers, coaches, speakers who are actually stuck in the business and are frustrated and want to increase and expand the business, to increase the productivity, to increase the sales. Who's this for? To simplify the process, those who are looking to simplify the process so that they can stay focused on what's important for them and for the business. Those who want the business to be in auto mode to make sure that even if they're not there, the business runs. Those who are on mission to impact lives and make changes in the world by creating new products and services. The startups who are actually creating some lovely products and break the limiting beliefs and create great corporations. Who this for? Those who are looking for long term opportunities to grow the business to the next level and create a brand, and also want to know what separates a great businessman from an average businessman in terms of leadership skills, in terms of their other sales skills, marketing skills, operation skills, how it kind of differentiates them. It's all about how a businessman can get trained, can know what are the skills that are missing. Those who have hit a plateau and now want to improve productivity and sales growth and the business based on their unique vision. So a, a business coach um, doesn't talk about some generic stuff. They are very personalized, custom oriented advice which actually helps them understand their very unique vision, understand the unique goals, understand goals for just not for the businessmen, for the teams, makes specific business tasks, and also help them stay focused and on track on the goals so that finally there's productivity and sales increase. Those who want to strengthen their organization and get better deals, basically it's not about just getting deals, it's all about getting premium deals. You may not have to work with 100 customers, you may have to work with very specific customers and create recurring revenue model. It's just not one off. How to do, what to do to get recurring revenue models. That's what is all about in terms of business coaching. What else? Who else this is for? Those who want to inspire creativity, utilize resources to optimal level, and better employee satisfaction and productivity. It's all about you're not doing it alone. You have a team to do it, and how to make sure that the team is productive. They stay with you. Retention is a big problem. What to do? How to make sure they are motivated. Those who look for personal development in terms of new skills and techniques leading to better performance in business and new opportunities and profitability, or put your faltering business and make sure they're back on track. Yeah, that's so important, right? So business coaches is not just for people who are faltering in the business. It's also for great leaders like Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, Google CEO, Eric Schmidt. They all said that it was so important. Once they got the business coach on board, they really helped in terms of taking the business to a level that you are all aware of. So yeah, business coaches is not only for startups, it's for everyone. Those who need clarity in terms of vision, mission, purpose, and goals for the business. Learn the five pillar of business and building a team in measurable base of system and controls. What are the different system and controls to help them? Because it's not just getting people, it's all how to get the reviews done. What kind of branding that you require? What kind of effective sales funnels that you can create so that your business runs without you in auto mode. Now, how do you do that? What are the things that we use to do that? So, this is in terms of the pyramid, a very important system that we have created to help you. Now, as you know, that people who start at the bottom of the pyramid, when we started the business, what happens? There's a lot of struggle. You struggle in terms of not very clear about your business models, about how to do, what to do, not able to clear about your how to get your effective customers. Then you slowly work on it and you get into a survival mode where they're slightly better in terms of a better business model, better cash flows, better planning in terms of achieving your results. And then slowly you get some stability when in a couple of months or a couple of years where the business owners drive just a functional team well, and they have different functional team like sales, marketing, operations, HR, legal, all these different operations, and there are people who are driving those, and this is basically a profitable business. And finally, it's success in terms of a lot of financial growth in the company where owner focuses on strategic goals and functional heads drive the business on their own. Now, what are the steps? What are the steps that we have created? How we have done it? There are four steps, as you can see. The first step is, initially, when this symptom is happening, that you're not very clear what to do. You need to specify your goals. You need to specify your roles. You need to do a good reviews. You need to make sure the positioning is very clear about who do you want to sell. You need to do proactive marketing. It's all about the right products to the right customer with the right structure. And the next to the next level, how to create a right strategy, right systems, right teams in every function of the business. How to make sure that there's a clarity in terms of the people who are working, what kind of competence that they use, and what kind of culture you are developing across the organization to take it to the next level of success. Then the third step is all about execution excellence. It's about repeatability. It's all about how all the systems are working at clockwork, which gives you the right results. And then finally, relationship with your stakeholders, with your employees, with all the stakeholders, with the employees, with your customers, and how all of this are knit together and giving you fantastic results. And finally, the success that we all want in terms of customer growth, geographical expansion. You have created a brand for yourself, the brand building, and proper financial structures. So this is how we have created our own business model, which we can talk about more when we go up, through the webinar, and how from struggle to success we can help you create a $1 million business. So in the next 45 minutes, what are we going to talk about? Again, we're going to talk about a lot in terms of what's the benefit of getting a business coach. Because if an athlete wants to improve himself, he gets a better business coach. If you want to learn a new instrument, you have to get a coach or a trainer. Similarly, you need to have the successful entrepreneurs get business coaches to help them in terms of achieving their vision as such. All right, so the next 45 minutes, what we're going to talk about, develop a laser-side focus to achieve your short-term and long-term goals, learn to remain ahead of your competitors by leveraging your unique strength and create new business opportunities. You will learn how to be a leader, a true entrepreneur, become an expert, establish credibility, and build a personal brand. We learn about the pillars of business, learn the 8 P's of business transformation, and create one-page business plan. So stick around. You're going to learn a lot in terms of how to make sure that you you are not running the business run by itself and you're not running the business. All of this and the big promise that I'm trying to make you is how to make sure that a shift happens in your mindset and the perspective on your business, which allows powerful breakthrough in strategic direction and unleash your potential and grow your business exponentially. So what are the 5 shifts? So hang on, we're going to talk about the 5 shifts. Now, does it sound like you? Are you unclear about how to achieve your goals within a specific period of time? Your mind is lost with ideas and concepts which are not sure how to grow your business to the next level. You're not sure how to create a new business opportunity in the market. You always wanted to be an expert and increase authority and credibility and create a brand, but not aware how to go about it. Are you aware of how to utilize available resources to the optimal level? You're not focused on the important activity. You're just doing urgent activity, and you are every day working to make sure that the fire is extinguished rather than looking into what to do in terms of the growth of the company. You become an employee rather than batting, become a strategic leader trying to take your business to the next level. You're not sure of the skills needed to promote your business. That's so important. So the real problem is that you don't know about the five shifts, the shift that will require a change in mindset and help you grow your business. So what I'm going to talk about is the five powerful shifts that put them to work for you and finally have a business you always wanted. It's truly is a necessary ingredient that propels and fast track your progress in terms of achieving your goals. I'm going to walk you through exactly how to make those shifts today. Once you know them, you will know how to set up the system so that the business works and you don't have to. You need not push the teams for all the tasks. You can make sure all systems are followed. Biggest challenge is employees don't want to follow systems, and that's what you need to put together so that the systems are followed and they're repeated to get predictable results. You can be rest assured that all deliverables happen with on time and with the right quality. You know how to put process to eliminate the emergencies and the firefighting. The entire day, if you see your list or to-do list that you have, it's all about firefighting. It's all about making sure you become a fire dowser, the fireman, rather than looking into, hey, how I can I expand my business. The most important thing, cash crunch and recovery, what needs to be done. So in terms of the business coaching, we work a lot in terms of this area, in terms of how to recover the money that you have invested, in terms of products and services that you have sold. You'll have peace of mind and the time with your family and friends, and most important, time for yourself to enjoy your business. I always say, if you created a business, make sure you enjoy it, else it's better to go back and do your job. So I'm going to walk you through the five steps today. But before that, I like to talk about myself. My name is Neil Singh Rathore, and I'm founder and director of Brandsil Academy. I'm known as business coach and NLP master because I helped hundreds of business folks achieve the business master intensive to help them compress the time in terms of achieving them goals. I've helped them understand what it needs to be successful. I help them understand what are the different obstacles and challenges they may face in the business and make sure that finally they achieve the goals. I help them understand the process and systems which will help them double the profits in the next 6 months' time and take them to a different league and with the help of quite a lot of short-term and effective business strategies, which we're going to talk about as we just stay on to the webinar and we'll talk more about it. Yeah, so my specialty is in helping business folks wipe out competition. And we always talk about, I want to be the number one, but why be the number one? We've got so many, techniques, so many strategies nowadays where we can be the only one into that category. Yeah, and make sure that whenever you do that, when you be the unique, when you can actually double your profits every 6 months. That's what we have seen based on the trend so far. Well, based on my learning, based on my experiences with working with with hundreds of entrepreneurs, I've made sure that whatever information, whatever learning that have come, I've put them in the different books, and there you are. You can get them on Amazon and Flipkart, and also you can talk to them, and we can send it across to you. So these are some of the books which are really helpful and which help you grow your business. Now, whatever I've been talking to you is part of a system. It's part of the lifestyle business mastery system that we have. And in terms of, if you can see all of this, which actually helps you um, get a competitive advantage, we have lots of analysis tools. In initial stage, we will help you understand where you are and where you want to be and what needs to be done to make sure that you reach where you want to always to be there, right? So that's what we do. Now if you can see, there are five shifts, there are five blocks that we have, which we also discussed initially. So what we talk about is the mindset change. It's so important. A business runs because of the businessman, and it's so important to have the right mindset. Now what kind of product you are rolling out of the market, it is just the run of the mill or it has got something unique about it. What problem you're trying to solve? What are the niche areas that you work? So we got a lot of NLP, what of emotional intelligence, a lot of transaction analysis exercises, which help you achieve or determine your vision, mission, goals, purpose, and then what's the benefit of all that. Then we talk about leadership. It's so important to be a leader. It's all about being a role model. It's all about able to motivate your teams. So yeah, and then different strategies, the long term and short term strategies, how to do people management. We talk about sales mastery, we talk about business mastery, we talk about marketing mastery, we talk about reviews, how to do reviews, and then people management, what we need to be done to make sure the people are there, and different ways to ways to sell your products, to market your products, and finally the 8 P's of business. It's so important. What are the different 8 P's in terms of what problem, what prospect, what people, what product, pricing, positioning, process, and performance, and finally you look into the profit, and then we talk about motor. So but now for today we're just going to talk about the blue part of it, which is in terms of the winning mindset. What is it to be in terms of winning mindset so that you can achieve the result? Because of my coaching, because of my experiences, I've traveled across India, spoke in different forums, been with different corporates, different newspapers and magazines, training a lot of startups, doing a lot of other trainings also, like, just not business training. I do a lot of training, leadership training. So I'm a leadership training expert and I work with different companies. Um, Create a lot of prospects and help many get breakthroughs. It's so important to get their break because it's a limited mindset, and that's what I'm going to talk about how to get breakthroughs in business. Because you always feel ऐसा ही होता है. That's not the point. That's not the point. There are different ways of creating business. You just have to learn it. And finally, by doing all that, you can create a real return investment for your business. Yeah, that's what I am moving across India, doing a lot of trainings, a lot of coachings. Because of which I kind of, as I said, it was important for me to learn. So I've learned with the best. As you can see, Alex Manderson is there, Robert Riopal is there, Raj Shekhar is there. You got Anil Shikara, you got Suren, you got the major the leadership coach Vivek Bindra, right? And I also done my NLP training. So all of those trainings have really helped me understand about business and working with different entrepreneurs, right? And so it was so important for me to get coached and also meet them, understand their views, and implement all of that model into my business so that I can help the entrepreneurs in a much more effective manner. So are you ready for the shift that I've been talking about from the start of this program? What are the shift that is required? Many times we feel that how can outsider be a business tell us about business? But it is so important, an external coach who's there as a partner to you, who's there, who can help you in terms of time compression, as I already said, who can tell you about what are the obstacles you can face and how to overcome those obstacles and co-create a greater level of success for your business. The next shift that you need in terms of a coach helping, as I said, eliminate roadblocks and know where you are and where you want to go. Creating a definite plan, creating definite specific tasks, and make sure you are on track based, and you and your team are on track based on whatever task that you have defined so that you achieve a success. The third shift, a coach keeps you focused on your game, the techniques, and how to win it so that you're not distracted by just doing firefighting, just doing not focusing on the growth of the business. So both short-term and long-term techniques are there. We reviews, we work with you, we are part of your team. It's not an outsider, we are part of your team as such. So that and then it's all about tweaking and creating personalized custom-based inputs, because we also work a lot with you in terms of business, because every business is different. It could be a restaurant business, it could be a different challenges, it could be an e-commerce business, a different challenges, it could be a shipping business, a different challenges that we have. It could be a retail outlet, or you could be anything. You could be creating some products and services. So every business has a different challenge, and since we work with different businesses, it gives you a lot of intelligence, a lot of inputs in terms of a lot of right templates, lot of right systems and processes, so that finally you win the game. And then finally, the fourth shift that we are talking about, based on business strategy, of course, helps you identify your strengths. What is a strength? Because we always say you do what you do the best, and then hire the rest. What we do is we create multiple hats. We kind of working on different areas. That's not a good idea to do. We need to make sure that we work on very strategic things, and what we are good at, what's passionate about. Suppose you're good in sales, you go do the sales part of it. Suppose you're doing marketing, you should be very good in marketing. You should know about other areas about operations, but make sure you hire the rest and keep them. When you start, definitely you need to have all those expertise. But as you move along, those three stages, four stages that are talked about, so at different stages you need to have function heads to drive your teams. Yeah. So before I take about and talk about the fifth shift that we talked about, so far we have talked about the four shifts that are so important to have the winning mindset and make sure that you create a business that you. So before I talk about the fifth shift, it's very important to understand again where are you right now and where you want to be. So the systems that we have or the processes that we have created helps you right from the struggle to the success. Right? You could start with somewhere we don't know, what niche to choose, right? You don't know how to make sure that what the purpose of your business, and you could be doing anything that other companies are doing and struggling out of it. Because there are many times, you pick up an industry, but it could be something which is a declining industry, and you would be working day in and day out but not making business. So we work with you in terms of making sure that even the kind of industries, what kind of things that you can expect, and if there's anything tweaking that is required, we help you create that. And then based on the model, based on the mastery that you have created, we help along with the different short-term and long-term strategy. We implement them for that, for in your business, and finally take your passion into profit and help you achieve the success. And most important, get premium clients. Right? What are the system to get premium clients, so that you create a professional company, a world class company as such, rather than trying to struggle and make sure that you want to get a success. So yeah, this is a part of the stuff. Now I would take your permission to highlight to you about those who have worked with us and how they have achieved the milestone, how they have benefited from teaming up with us and achieving their goals. And then let me introduce Mr. Kumar, who is basically a brand manager and helps companies brand their products and services in terms of creating branding strategies, websites, social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. All of this is being done by him and a fantastic 30-member team based out of Pune. It is great working with him and his team in terms of creating a unique vision, in terms of create very specific goals for him and his team, and to make sure there are specific action steps, and they're all in terms of working with them in terms of weekly reviews, which finally has helped increase the productivity, increase the sales, and take him to whatever he wanted, because he came all the way from UK to set up a team in India, in Pune. And it's great to see how his goal has been achieved and is so successful. The next, I've been working with Mr. Sarabjit, who's into rural marketing, and he's doing a great job in terms of creating a need of MNCs to invest in the rural market. So yeah, got to meet Sarabjit and have been working with him in terms of branding and marketing, more so from the sales perspective, how to create a sales funnel, and inspiring, because he's got teams which are scattered across India and in various locations, and I think it's 12 locations across India, and generate profits. How to generate profits across all locations, because he's not there physically present. How to create a cost center, how this team sells, how they run operations, how the marketing is done, how they kind of work with different farmers and help them in a positive manner, which is so good for India as of today. So it was a major shift in sales figure rising year after year, and it's I'm so proud that being associated with him and see his offices grow and his employees grow, and to the satisfaction that he always. Next is Mayank Singh, fresh out of college, an electronics engineer, and he wanted to do something on his own, and it was quite challenging, to see and work with him in terms of fire safety and CCTV business. worked with him in setting up his entire company from scratch, creating his sales and marketing strategy. Based on Mumbai, he created markets all over India. Actually, that was very very interesting. Get products from China and expand his market across Sri Lanka and Bangladesh. So yeah, the idea was to hire good talent because it's a fresher. So how to get good talent at a very low cost. Worked on training with the team to make sure that they are motivated, inspired. Since the team grew and the systems grew, hence we had to implement ERP system to have a better process, better management of systems, which was a great thing across India, and to have a centralized location where we can monitor them. Made sure he's so basically made sure that he's in control of the business rather than the business controlling him. And now he works with other companies also to kind of help them in the business and kind of create more businesses. So congratulations to him. Yeah. So these are some of the case studies that we have worked with, and who got business breakthrough, who got the lifestyle that they wanted. And it was not easy. It was not something like a cakewalk. Yeah, definitely a lot of work was required, but we did that, and it's so happy to see all of them doing pretty well, and happy with their by achieving their goals. So yeah, we work with the very best, and everything we are talk about how to shift the mindset, how to grow your business exponentially. Um, Sometimes we feel that yes, you can do it yourself. It's not that you cannot do it yourself, but it takes a lot of hard work and experience, and we know what it takes. We know what is there in terms of challenges with each of the industry, as I said earlier, and our successful clients were smart. They didn't do it alone. They took our help in terms of business coaching, in terms of how to go about getting the right advice at the right time, and making sure that as an entrepreneur, entrepreneur always strives and to be better and better every day. So we also kind of raise our scale in terms of supporting them, in terms of making sure that the journey is comfortable, and making sure that the strategies are good, so that they get what they want at the end of the day, and it is quite satisfaction for us. So yeah, business coach, a report conducted by a professional management association showed that an executive who received both coaching and training were able to increase the productivity by 86% compared to those who did not have any business coach. So now you can see the difference yourself, and this is not what I'm saying. This is, go and check Google. This is all data from Google, where how a business coach can make a difference in terms of a company. um, the other um, the other parameters that were there, like 53% business owners and executive report that they increase in productivity if they have a business coach along with them as a partner, as an independent partner who gives independent advice, right? And there's always confidentiality reasons that we are attached to each of the business, so that we don't share with one business to another. Then 61% of the owners report that there's increase in their job satisfaction of themselves and the employees. 23% of executive report that the business coaching helped them reduce operational costs in a big way, because we always trying to say aise hi hota hai. That's not the way. There are so many different systems that have now come to to make sure that they're effective reviews, to make sure that you don't have to run around, to make sure that there are systems in place where you don't have to do anything. The checks and balances would be automatically driven by the system. As such, people will be able to evaluate themselves, right? And it's all about whether we always talk about flylight model. Flylight model is like Ola, like Uber. They don't have their own taxis. Uber doesn't have their own taxis. Ola doesn't have their own hotels. Amazon doesn't have their own warehouses. How to create a flylight model where you maybe outsourcing few things, you not have capex of their own, and increasing the cost, how to make it light. So those are some of the things that we work together, along with different strategy like blue ocean strategy. That's a very effective model, right? And let's go to other parameters, like 22% of companies report that business coaching increased their productivity. 67% of business owners and executives reported that business coaching increased their teamwork skills within the business, and they were motivated. It's all about the team. It's all about how you train them, how you can understand their aspirations and match with the company's aspirations, and they will love to work for you. Why? Because they see that their growth. It's not about, again, as a business owner, we always tell them it's not about holding all the money yourself. You need to work with the team, inspire them, motivate them, give them what they need, and finally grow. Create an ecosystem around where all of them grow together rather than just the business owner growing together. So we, we 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 helped you understand why a business coach is required. It's very important, and then you may select any business coach, but it is very important to see those business coach who's not just giving you gyan, who's not giving you just ideas, who's not giving you hey trainings. The people who are neck to neck in the game, who know how the execution happens, who work more on the implementation part of it rather than just giving gyan out there. So it's very important to make sure that whenever you select a business coach, he or she must be knowing about it. He must be able to provide real support, accountability, be with you. They have the mindset of a performer, right? The mindset of increasing, the mindset of not a difficulty thinker, but a possibility thinker about what are the different possibilities when the challenge hits you, how to get over the challenge, and make sure that it's not about, I will say there's effort score, there's a result score, and there's a scoreboard, right? So it's not just that we are just putting effort and said, hey, we learned a lot. No, it is all about the results year after year, month after month. That gives you the satisfaction at the end of the day. So yeah, we have the complete solution. We gave you the solution, we gave you the six first steps, we gave you the five shifts about how each step, within 5 to 6 months your business is transformed in a big way. And we help you in your problems. It's not just we give you a gyan and move away. We help you in a problem day after day to make sure that there's success, right? So you could do it yourself, but we always say don't try this at home. I've spent years after year working on my business. I was with Infosys, Convergys, TechM, and then worked on my business. After that, I've got three businesses which had different life cycles and all. So learned a lot from that. Did all the coaching with different coaches, which you saw earlier in the presentation, and made any mistakes in my business, follow into every trap, and done everything wrong to figure out what's the best way forward. And that's the reason why now I work on my business and also work with others to help them. So yeah, find a mentor for yourself who meets these six standards. It could be not me, but if you have somebody, make sure that the person knows this. That's the bottom line of it. And then you work with that person. Everybody needs a coach. As just go to Google and say, hey, just check Bill Gates, who say it's a beautiful video, why everybody needs a coach, and just put Bill Gates and you'll see a beautiful video about why he took a business coach and how it had helped. Go and check video of Eric Smith from Google, ex-CEO, why a business coach helped him. So go to these CEOs, they will tell you there are videos after videos about how business coaches helps you in your journey. Yeah, so today I've talked about to give you a step-by-step game plan to help change your mindset and create your own solution strategies and action plans to improve your business, and how to all this while spending, not much, 3 hours per day. We just don't know how to do it. We are into the business. You just have to get out of the business and see how it can be an auto mode where you're not running the business run by its own. So you master your psychology, master your internal five shifts. This is the system our clients are following to help change the business and move to the next level. You always have an option. You always have a choice. How Mayank, how Sarabjit, how Kumar and others did in terms of time compression and scaling the business. And by using the business formula that we have created for them, or you can continue doing on your own way. You could achieve it in 2 or 3 years what we help them achieve in 6 to 8 months. The choice is yours. How can I help? Lovely. So yeah, we almost coming to the end of the presentation. Thanks for being there. Thanks for listening to and understanding what we're trying to do. So my team and I have set up aside some team time in the next 48 hours to speak to you personally about how you can apply these ideas that I've told you and grow your business starting today. Whatever business challenges are, we love to know about it. We love to help you overcome it so that you don't have to struggle to figure it out, because it's just one life. Live it well. That's what I always say. If you're starting a business, do it better. Don't be a just be a freelancer. Don't be a solopreneur. Be an entrepreneur. Right? It's so important. Don't be a solopreneur. Don't work everything on your own. Be an entrepreneur. Create an enterprise, because if you come into the business, you better do it well. right? Otherwise, I say, it's better if you're struggling with every day in, day out, and then, it's better to go and do a job. But if you're in a business, you make sure that it works. Yeah, so in the session that we're going to have, we'll have work with you to craft a step-by-step game plan to help you create what we call a value proposition for your clients, right? You may have a product, but how does that product create a value? How to create revenue? How to create sales? How to make sure that you avoid the roadblocks, increase productivity, and increase sales. Yeah, and then always have a vision for yourself. So how to create a beautiful vision, create goals, create specific tasks, and help you achieve them. Keep on track on the tasks, right? And help create. So we help you create system and processes, a framework, a template we have for every task they have. We have different templates, a very clear roadmap to, and then while working with you, it's not the perfect customer that we always gives us the best results. It's always an imperfect customer, right? Look into SpiceJet, look into Indigo, how they have created a imperfect customer, and those imperfect customers are giving them so much revenue that other airlines like Jet Airways and others had to wrap up because they looked into imperfect customers. You need to find out who's your imperfect customer rather than just thinking, hey, this is a. So these are some of the opportunities we can help you. And for doing all that, the cost, you'll be surprised, is almost free. So yeah, just take out 30, 45 minutes of your time, give us a call, and yeah, we'll help you. So is this for this 30 minutes that you have? These are not for time wasters. These are people who really want to make a change in their life, who want to have a breakthrough. So yeah, this is for running people who are running startup or a smaller medium based business, who are groping the dark, not where to find out a way. Those who want to refine their talents, hone their goals, want better decision making abilities, want better team handling skills, and so that finally the business is successful. You who those who want to create a brand for yourself, I have written a beautiful book on branding itself. You should get hold of it, about how personal branding helps, how the company branding is so important. When you see those brands like Mercedes, like Audi, like any of those big brands in India, right? Oyo, what kind of trust, what kind of comfort it gives you, and how can you also create the same comfort and trust for your customers? How can you build the credibility, the authority? And finally, it all helps you drive sales, right? And work on your passion. That's important. Just don't create, just don't copy, because you may be copying a lot, but copy is copyright. So work on your passion so that you can create a $1 million corporation. So that's what we will sit with you, work with you, and help you create that, right? Why are we doing all this? Well, we're doing all this because we love giving back and helping business owners achieve the goals and live a wonderful life for themselves and a family. Because um, you have a responsibility. You have a responsibility. It is just not you. You have your own stakeholders. Your employees are dependent on you. Your families are dependent on you. So if you're creating a business, you better do it well, right? And see if you can get a business coach along with you. We can definitely partner with you. We can see how we can create a value for you, which is very difficult in terms of putting a price tag to it. Because if you change your life, it becomes priceless. If you give you happiness, it's all about being the price is priceless for that. You cannot put a token amount to that, right? So yeah, give us a call and we can discuss and see if it's a good fit for both of us. And if not, then it's fine. Hope this webinar has been useful for you. Hope this webinar has given you insights into the business as such. And I'm looking forward to talking to each one of you. So don't waste time. There are a lot of people who want to call, want to discuss with you. We have opened this free seminar for a very limited time. Very few spaces available. Just pick up the call and call us. And you will be surprised if one of our coaches will be attending the call and help you get the business breakthrough that you always wanted, help you get the lifestyle that you always wanted, help you create the business which is which makes you rich and famous. So yeah, thanks again, thanks for being there. And that's my number out there, that's my email ID. If you want to reach out to me and look for more inputs, give us a feedback. Thanks really for being there, to the last. And yeah, do sign up, do give us a call, and and wish you all the best. Thanks again. Bye bye.